It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl, the science quiz program here in the Prince George's County Public Schools, where we test science IQs, and we hope you test your own and play along with us today. Today, 6 outstanding elementary students here to play our game. Let's meet them right now. First, from Allenwood Elementary School, would you please say hello to Dylan Gardner, Leslie Martinez, and Michael Wilkins. And from Vansville Elementary, here they are, Sheree Freeman, Kevin Kresge, and Gazel Gahunya. And now here are the categories of questions we use on the Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing, and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, our game board reflects the difficulty of the question. The easier questions there on the left worth 5 and 10 points. The tougher ones worth 15, 20, and ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. And to the 2 rounds today, one of these talented and good-looking teams comes back to play our game again. They'll be taking on Mattapani for the chance to move on to this year's semifinals. Let's make sure everything works properly before we go any farther here. Leslie, would you try the red team's buzzer? It is A-OK, and it's kind of a group push over there. Good luck to you, to Dylan, and to Michael. And Kevin, would you try yours? Okay, he's got a nice confident push over there too. Good luck to you and to Gazel and to Sheree. Congratulations, guys, for being here and for being picked to be on the Science Bowl. We're really excited to have you. And we're going to have a good game. We're going to go alphabetically A before V. So Allenwood and Leslie, let's play the bowl.
Zoo Parade for 10, please.
Zoo Parade for 10 points. Teams, there is a Netflix show about 2 grubs that live underneath a grating on the street. The title of the Netflix show is this second step in metamorphosis. Vansville.
Larva?
Larva. It's called Larva. Yeah, if you haven't seen it on Netflix, it's kind of raunchy, but it's kind of fun too. Go green. Go. Kevin, you pick.
Oh. Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, in a lot of parts of the world where there's not a lot of protein, most people fill their bellies with this grain, the most eaten food on earth. Allenwood.
Salad?
Not salad, no. Kevin, the most eaten food on earth. This grain fills up more bellies than any other.
Rice?
Rice, exactly right. Good, green. Thank you, Gazel, for your help. Go, Kevin.
Body systems for 5.
Body systems for 5 points. You know, if you suffer from agoraphobia, you hate heights. If claustrophobia, you don't like tight places. But if you suffer from arachnobutyrophobia, you're afraid of peanut. Ellenwood?
Spiders?
Not spiders, no. It sounds like spiders. Arachnobutyrophobia is a fear. Remember body systems. It's a fear of peanut butter getting stuck here in your body.
Throat?
What you got?
Throat?
The roof of your mouth. Peanut butter on the roof of your mouth. Some people are actually deathly afraid of that. Go green. Okay, Kevin, go.
Let's get physical for 5.
Get physical for 5 points. Teams, you know the atmosphere surrounding our Earth does protect us from incoming comets and other debris. So you might say that our atmosphere is one of the guardians of the what? Allenwood?
Galaxy?
Yeah, one of the guardians of the galaxy. Our guardian. Go red.
Zoo parade for 5, please.
Zoo parade for 5 points. Teams, if you are famished, you might say, I'm so hungry, I could eat one of these equines. I could eat a what?
A horse.
A horse. Yeah, good. Red.
Good job. Science potpourri for 5, please.
Potpourri for 5 points. Teams, our government has finally admitted that for 70 years there was a place in New Mexico called Area 51 where they noticed and recorded these kinds of alien spacecraft. Allenwood.
A UFO.
UFOs, yeah. They said, oh no, it doesn't exist, buddy. It does. All right, 65-65, tie score. Nice game. Go Red.
Body systems for 10, please.
Body systems for 10 points. You know, there are a lot of different kinds of pollution. There's noise pollution and light pollution and water pollution. But in Iowa, because they have so many pigs, they have this kind of pollution that affects the olfactory sense. Vansville.
Waste pollution?
Not waste pollution, no. We're talking about the olfactory sense here. What kind of pollution would you call that? What do you think, Leslie?
Pig pollution?
No. Odor pollution. Odor pollution. If you had said stinky pollution, we would have taken that too. Yeah. All right. Smelly pollution. I liked your answers too. Go again, Red.
Let's get physical for 10, please.
Physical for 10 points. Teams, the linkages that hold atoms together in molecules have what same name as the linkages that join you to your best friend, you to your pets, you to your mom and dad. Those are known as very strong what? Vansville?
Bonds?
Bonds, exactly right. Good answer. Nice playing. Go Green.
Dateline science for 5.
Dateline science for 5 points. Teams, you know, we've all seen lately a lot of supermoons. Supermoons are brighter and closer than normal moons. There's another name for a supermoon. It is named for this kind of canine that howls at the moon. Allenwood?
Wolf moon?
Wolf, yeah, they call them wolf moons. Good answer. Red.
Green things for 10, please.
Green things for 10. Visual question and multiple choice question. Look at the monitor in the studio if you would, please. That's the back of the White House. And that tree has been there since the early 1800s when President Andrew Jackson planted it. They're going to cut it down, most of it, because it's diseased. It used to be on the back of the $20 bill as well. Is that a chestnut tree, an elm tree, or a magnolia tree? Which of those three? Allenwood.
Magnolia tree?
Yeah, it's a magnolia tree. Beautiful one, too. All right, the buzzer says the first round is over. It's been a good one and a fast one. Let's check that score right now. Allenwood is at 80, Vansville at 75. Almost a dead heat. We'll be back with round 2 in just a moment. Welcome back to Science Bowl. Thank you for spending part of your day with us, part of your year with us. This is our 32nd year of Science Bowl here in Prince George's County Public Schools, and we always get students that seem to get better and better and better. And the first 3 students that we're going to meet today, you might remember them from last year. They're back. We're happy to have them. Let's go to Allenwood Elementary. And Leslie, she's a young lady who likes to smile, and with good reason. Got a beautiful smile here, and she's a good player. Tell me about Allenwood, Leslie. Who's your principal?
Miss Fabui.
She's a wonderful lady, and as is your sponsor, who is?
Miss Cornegay.
Miss Cornegay, a former contestant for Teacher of the Year, one of the great runners-up. Leslie, tell me, any alternates on your team? No, right?
Sadly, no.
Sadly,
What
no.
about amigos?
Amigos. You guys don't seem to need any alternates over there. Tell me something special about your school, Leslie.
We roar.
You roar,
Yes.
yeah? What is your mascot?
The Wildcats.
The Wildcats. You are definitely roaring over there. One day, what do you want to do, Leslie? I think you want people to vote for you, don't you?
Yes, I want to become the President of the United States in 2044, so please keep an eye open. Thank you.
You've got the poise. The judges already say, yeah, we'll sign up right now. Put us on her campaign. Nice to have you back. Dylan, you're welcome. Nice to have you back as well. And Dylan, you're not going to let her get away with that, because you want to be president too, don't you?
Yes, you already know, you know.
This could be quite the contest. Dylan, tell me about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
You know, I go outside, cross my sister up in basketball, you know. You know, like that. And then, you know, at school, when I play Michael, So like I can cross him up too, hit him with the in and out, and then step back, and then he just like that, and then.
You got to be a physical comedian too, Dylan. You good? You got the mojo going over there. And Mike, I know you play basketball, huh? All right, he's doing some trash talk on you. Well, what's he like to play with?
He it looked like he used to do a squash when he shoot you.
About making donuts.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, Mike, but we're having some fun here. So you do want to play professional basketball someday? Yeah. You'd be good at that. What do you do in your spare time if you're not playing basketball?
I play video games with my dad, and sometimes like we go out and.
Because you want to be a gamer, don't you? As well as a basketball player? Yeah, you really add a lot to the show here today. And Vansville, nice to have you guys here. Kevin, first time on the show. Who's your principal?
Mr. Smith.
One of my favorite principals, wonderful guy. And the sponsor of your team is the one and only Tracy Brown, is that right?
Yep.
Yes, and she is here. She always sends us great students. And you're wearing matching shirts over there. And those are science shirts. Are those just for us today?
Maybe.
You can tell me the truth, no? Yeah, but they look good, whatever they're for, and we like the science promotion. Kevin, any alternates on your team?
Yes.
First name?
Gyra.
Gyra, all right. Is there another one?
No.
No, okay. And tell me something special that you like about Vansville, Kevin. I know it's a green school.
It is a green school.
Yeah. What does that mean? What does it mean to be a green school?
It means that it is environmentally friendly.
Exactly right. Yeah, you recycle a lot of things there, and yeah, it's good for the earth. Tell me what you want to do someday, Kevin.
I want to become a scientist or an engineer.
Yeah, because I know you told me you like to build things and find out how they work. So that sounds like an engineer to me. You're doing a good job here. And Sheree, tell us about yourself. You told me you wanted to be an entrepreneur someday.
Yeah.
That's a word I wouldn't have even known at your age. I think that's pretty cool. What kind of business do you want to have?
Design and make different types of slimes.
Yeah.
And also I want to try to make a potion or concoction to help make money grow on trees.
Well, they're going to beat a path to your door. You're going to be even wealthier than Oprah if you do that, if you come up with a money tree. And Gosel, how about you? You want to go into medicine. You want to be a surgeon, don't you?
Yes.
And why? You told me earlier you wanted to go to UCLA. Why UCLA?
Because I know somebody who goes there, and they say that it's a really good school, and I really like that college because it it sounds special, and it's the only college that I'm willing to go to look around and explore different things in California.
Yeah. If you've not been to see the campus, it's a beautiful campus, and living in Southern California, well, it's a wonderful life for the most part down there. And I like how you're playing the game. You're really assisting Kevin in a big way. Keep it up. Let's get back to the game. 80 for Allenwood, 75 for Vansville. Lots of big points left to give away. Still anybody's game. Leslie, let's go.
Stu Parade for 15, please.
Super 8 for 15 is a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, if you would, please. Just like that mosquito stuck in amber in Jurassic Park, this blood-sucking insect that you see here in the center of the amber also could have sucked dinosaur blood. Name it. Name it, Vansville.
Tick.
It's a tick, absolutely right, yeah. And of course, the DNA is so fragile from that date that you could never make a Tyrannosaurus Rex out of it. Okay, let's turn the light out there for the green team, and then let Kevin pick the next question.
Dateline science for 10.
Dateline for 10 points. Teams, it was just announced that people taking this kind of supplemental vitamin, are not going to get stronger bones as a result. What vitamin supplement could give you stronger bones? What vitamin? What vitamin? Vansville.
Calcium?
Not calcium. What vitamin? Leslie.
Vitamin C.
Say it again.
Vitamin C.
D. D is what we're looking for. Vitamin D is for strong bones, and all those supplements that people take, it turns out that they really don't make for stronger bones, which is rather unfortunate. Go again, green.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. Teams, when algae overpopulates in a pond, what same verb do we use to describe that we used to describe a flower opening?
Bloom.
Vansville.
Bloom.
Bloom is right. Yes, sir. Good. Go. Go ahead. And if the score is not changing, we will make sure that we do that. We will fix that for you. Go. Go ahead, Kevin. You pick.
Green thing for 15.
Green things for 15 points. Teams, your question is as follows. You know, a seedling is not the same as the tree. It's not identical to the tree that produced those seeds, but a cutting from that tree is identical, and it is called one of these. An identical copy of that tree is known as a what? Allenwood.
Stem?
Not a stem. An identical copy of the tree that the cutting came from is known as a what? What you think? It's a clone. A clone is the right answer. And Sheree said, I knew that. Why didn't you say something? All right. Take it easy on Kevin. He'll get you next time. Go again. Kevin, the advantage is still yours, and we are adjusting that score. Don't worry about these numbers. Go.
Body systems for 15.
Body systems for 15 points is a multiple choice question. Teams, swallowing a sword like they do in the circus would seem to be an impossible thing to do. But a world famous sword swallower said the trick to do it is to relax your pharynx, your larynx, or your syrinx. Which of those body parts would you relax so that you could swallow that sword and not die doing it? Leslie.
Syrinx?
Say it again.
Syrinx?
Not the syrinx, the pharynx, the larynx, or the syrinx. Relax which of those to be able to swallow a sword?
Larynx.
It's the one neither of you chose. The pharynx is another name for the throat. The larynx is your voice box, and a syrinx is actually a voice box in a bird, not on a human being. Go again, green. Kevin?
That gets physical for 15.
Get physical for 15 points. Teams, you know, on television, there's a commercial that says, for arthritis patients, it is simple physics. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. What famous physicist said that? Allenwood?
Isaac Newton?
Isaac Newton, you got that right. Dylan, thank you for your help. Go red.
Science potpourri for 15, please.
Potpourri for 15 points. Multiple choice question. Teams, a mermaid has a fin. Just one. Is it the dorsal fin? Does she have the pectoral fin or the caudal fin? Which of those three fins is the only fin you'll find on a mermaid, Kevin?
Dorsal.
Not dorsal. Is it the dorsal, the pectoral, or the caudal fin that the mermaid has?
Caudal?
Caudal fin is right. That's the one at the end that helps to steer the fish. The dorsal fin is on the back. She doesn't have one on the back. She doesn't have one in the front either, the pectoral fin. Okay, good answer. Go red.
Dateline science for 15, please.
Dateline science for 15 points. And before we ask that question, judges, can you verbally give me an update on what that score is right now?
110 for red, 100 for green.
All right, 110 for red and 100 for green. So almost a tie score. And we'll be fixing that so you at home can see that in just a few moments. The red team gets to choose the next question, and they chose, was it Dateline for 15?
Yes, sir.
Question is as follows. Teams, what word precedes express and vortex? One being an imaginary train that takes a boy to see Santa, and another, the cold air that comes down from Siberia. What word, same word, precedes both, Leslie?
Polar?
Polar. The Polar Express, one of my favorite movies and stories, and the polar vortex. Absolutely right. All right, red team again.
Zoo parade for 20, please.
Zoo parade for 20 points. Teams, your question is as follows. Some of you might have heard recently that all of the power at the Atlanta airport went out. Blackout. They found out that it was a rat that had gnawed through a cable with these two sharp front teeth that it had. Allenwood.
Incisors?
Incisors. Yes, ma'am. Good. Go. Red.
Green things for 20, please.
Green things for 20 points is as follows. Teams, these kinds of trees, the opposite of deciduous trees, have reproductive units that look like hand grenades. Vansville.
Pine cones.
What kinds of trees?
What?
Which one? Tell me. Not quite, not quite. Allenwood, these kinds of trees, the opposite of deciduous trees, have reproductive units that look like hand grenades.
Pine cone trees?
That's what Kevin said. They're called conifers or coniferous trees. Coniferous versus deciduous. All right. All right. Judges, is the score valid at this point? Is this the valid score? All right, so it is 145 to 100. Allenwood over Vansville. Thanks for your patience. I don't mean, because I know you've been distracted by that, but we still have plenty of points to go, and the advantage is red now. Go, Leslie.
Let's get physical for 20, please.
Let's get physical for 20 points. All right, teams. If you had a container, a very strong alkaline solution, and you wanted to neutralize it, what kind of chemical would you pour in? How would you neutralize that alkaline solution? What would you pour in? Vansville.
Acid.
Acid, absolutely right. The acid would neutralize the base. Yes, sir. Good. Go.
Body systems for 20.
Body system for 20 points. Teams, this bleeder's disease, the name of means actually love blood. What is the name of that disease where someone bleeds? Hemophilia. Hemophilia. Tough question. Go again, green.
Science potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points. Teams, Pepsi. Tastes good. Carbonated drink. Put an N on the end of Pepsi, and you have one of these kinds of chemicals in your stomach that helps to digest your food. Leslie?
Pepsin?
Which is a kind of what? What kind of chemical is it that helps to digest your food in the stomach? No. Vansville, any idea?
Acid.
Close. It's an enzyme. An enzyme helps to digest your food. Go again, green. You're 25 points behind, Kevin. You choose.
Dateline science for 20.
Dateline science for 20 points. Teams, there was a scientist by the name of Ernest Haeckel. You probably have never heard of him, but it was he who came up with the term phylum, stem cell, and this E initial term that is the study of the environment. Study of the environment. Vansville.
Wait. Ecology?
Yes, ecology. Good. You pulled that one out. Go. Green.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25 points. All right, score update. 140 Vansville, 145 Allenwood. This is green things for 20. Did you say 20 points? 25 points. Teams, when people get old, sometimes they call them codgers or senior citizens, but now someone says maybe we could call old people this word that we use to describe plants that come back year after year after year after year. Those kinds of plants are known as what kinds of plants? They're called perennials. Perennials. Annuals just live 1 year. Perennials come back again and again like black-eyed Susans. All right, we're running out of questions. Go, green.
Zoo parade for 25.
Zoo parade for 25 points. All right, teams. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. One scientist said maybe Rudolph somehow got hold of a fluorescent gene to make his nose shine bright. I'll give you 25 points if you can spell fluorescent. Spell fluorescent. All right, decide among yourselves who's going to be the speller, and then let me know when you're ready.
We're ready.
All right.
Fluorescent. F-L-U-R-O-S-C-E-N-T.
Ooh, so close, so close. Vansville, for 25 points, can you spell fluorescent? Who will be the speller? Who's going to spell? Sheree. Okay.
F-L-O-R-S-C-E-N-T.
Ooh, so close. F-L-U-O-R-E-S-C-E-N-T. You transpose the R and the O there. All right. Oh, the buzzer has rung. We have run out of time, which means it looks like by 5 points, Allenwood has done it. We'll double check that score and be back in a moment. Welcome back. Boy, it came down to that very last question. That testifies to how evenly matched these two wonderful teams are today, and we are proud of all of them. Our final tally is Vansville 140, Allenwood 145. Allenwood, congratulations. You're going on to play Mattapanai. Dylan and Leslie and Michael and Miss Cornegay, congratulations to you. And a nice round of applause for Allenwood. And another round of applause for Vansville. Sheree and Kevin and Gazel, thank you for being here today. And Jaira, I know you're an important part of this team. We loved having you here. Miss Brown, thank you for all you do all the time for Science Bowl. And you guys should be really proud of yourselves. And we're really happy you got to watch today. We hope to see you next time on another edition of Science Bowl. I'm Dave Zarin. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.